Hello YouTube, welcome back. This is going to be the suspended sleigh prop that I'll be using. This is something I made for a competition at work a couple years back where I had it look like the Grinch was breaking through the wall. I'm going to show a quick picture of that. You can see where I had it set up to where it was kind of propped up on top of a tree. Had the broken window next to it, the fireplace, the Grinch, and all that stuff on it. So essentially, I'm just going to be retheming it and putting the jacket on it, and then putting these two half circles, foam. I'm going to cut out what I need to cut out around here to fit around the neck, glue it together, paint it white, and then paint Jack's face on it. And then when I put it up on top of the tree, I'm going to put a blinder in front of the tree so you can't see the tree at all. All you're going to see is this right here. And it kind of looks like it's sitting at a little bit of an angle. So it's going to look like he's sort of kind of almost like he's getting ready to crash into the crowd as they're walking past. And I'll just have a nice light that lights him up. So I'm going to finish tinkering with this. And this one really shouldn't take that long to finish up. Alright, so I got the jacket on it. You'll notice that this is pretty much the same bust that I was getting ready to use for the little hearse prop right there, but I decided not to use it because it just didn't have quite the right shape. I'm using this because the original armature that I actually originally had made for this prop was just made out of PVC, and I don't have it anymore. And I figured this would work perfectly because he's kind of a skinny, figure anyways, and this is kind of a skinny, bust. And you also noticed that it was a female bust, but the way this sits up on top of that tree right there, it sits at a slight angle, so the clothes are going to be a little baggy and kind of hang forward a little bit. So you're not really going to notice that anyways. That's just going to kind of disappear into the way it's going to sit. So the next step is to figure out if I'm going to do something for hands or just kind of leave it like that, because realistically the sleigh and the face are really going to be the focal point, not necessarily the hands. But if I have something that I could use, I'll put those on there. And right now I got these painted white and notched to go around the neck. So once those are dry enough for me to paint, I'll go ahead and paint his face on there. Essentially glue it around that right there. And then I should be able to finish this one up pretty quickly. Started off with some pencil sketching. I'm kind of going for his mouth being open because he is kind of looking like he's crashing. So I wanted the mouth to kind of be open. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything painted black that needs to be painted black. Once that's dry, then I'll come back and do like teeth, because when he has his mouth open, he has kind of like some teeth in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this painted. All right, got it all painted. Gonna just let it sit here and dry for a little bit, and now I'll go ahead and wrap it around the neck of the bust. I went ahead and painted the neck white also, so this way it ties into the white head going on there. I also found some skeleton hands. Obviously, they're not quite proportional to his head. He has those really super long fingers, but at least gives it something. So, but this one ain't too far from being done. Alright, well, I just about had him done, and I realized I completely dressed them all wrong. When he was actually in the sleigh, he was dressed as Santa Claus. And I went and bought all that stuff. I bought the Santa outfit, the beard, the whole 9 yards. But for some reason, I was completely dressing them all wrong. But I got him dressed properly now, so here's the finished result. And there we have it. See what I picked up? Just a child size Santa outfit. And I picked up one of those combinations where it's the hat and the beard together and just cut the beard off. So I can have the beard hanging from there. And since it's styrofoam, just put a couple of nails in the side of it to hold it. But this is going to be the finished product. See how it's kind of suspended up in the air. My plan is to build a giant blinder with black fabric all the way across this whole thing right here, so you don't see any of that right there. All you'll see is from essentially the bottom of the sleigh up to the top. I'll have a couple lights shining on it, and I might take one of those solar lights and I might mount that solar light kind of like up inside here, upward, so I can really light his face up really good so you really see him when it's dark. But this is pretty much the finished result. Once it's out in the display, I think it's going to look pretty cool. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.